So we turn this weight all the way to the up.
I'm taking shots at the enemy. I'm gonna make it to the top, leave a legacy. If I got something to say, you better let me speak. Turn it up a new degree, bitch, you ain't seen anything.
Hello everyone, I'm Vasu and you're watching Cast 3D, and in this video we will be talking about how you can create your own Arnold skin material. And without adding more dialogues to it, let's dive right into it. So here's the model that we will be using. Let me just hide its hair. And also let me just bring my hypershade and my render window side by side and create a layout for this tutorial. Okay, now we have applied AI standard surface to our model, and we will start by using the displacement maps. The major difference between displacement and normal map is that displacement map actually deforms the mesh. It just does not create that illusion, it actually does. So let me bring my displacement map file, and this is how our displacement map looks like. Do notice that the base of this map is actually gray. We will use this reference later. So let's apply this map. What we are going to do is press tab in this empty area and type displacement shader. Do notice that we have a shading engine attached to this node that we do not require, as we already have one. So we will delete the shading engine attached to it, and we will click this white dot. We'll select the displacement property and we will connect it right over here. So the mesh that we are working on consists of multiple UV tiles that we call UDIMs. As you can see, we have multiple tiles, and to be precise, we have 9 tiles. So what are we going to do now? We will connect this map to this displacement shader. We will connect out alpha to displacement, and nothing really happens because we have a lot of things to do. And one of the things that we are going to start with is to scroll down. You see the color space? We will turn it to raw. Nothing really changes. We're going to scroll up, turn this filter off, and you see nothing significant is happening, but do not worry, we will get there. And one thing more too is to scroll down and check this alpha is luminance. That is because it is a value map. It is an alpha map where white, complete white means 100 and complete black means 0, and the middle value is obviously gray. And do remember that I told you to note down the base of this displacement map that we are using is gray. So to really see the changes, we are going to go to the attribute editor and we will select the mesh, and you will find this Arnold tab under the shape node. Open it and we will look for the displacement attributes. Oh, these are subdivision. Yeah, displacement attributes. Height, you see the value is 0, so we will turn that to 1. And the magic happens, but that is obviously not the result that we are looking for. You see the mess over the shoulder? That is because we have not enabled the UDIM workflow. So we will go back to the hypershade, we will select the file, and under the UV tiling mode we will select UDIM Mari, and we are into the UDIM workflow. Yes, it looks fine, but we still want our model to look like a man instead of a monster. So we will go back to attribute editor and we will play with these values. Let's turn it down, obviously turn it down to 0.5. No, still not there. Let's try using 0.1. Far better. So now let me just show you something. Let's turn this value back to 0 and let's take two screenshots, one at 0 and second one at 0.1. Yeah, you see, this is not the result that we are looking for. The face looks kind of swollen, right? Do you remember that I told you to notice that the base color of our displacement map is gray? And gray means something. It means that it holds some value. And because of that value, a whole mesh got lifted up. It's looking like that is swollen up. And we don't want that. To fix that, we have scalar 0 value in Maya. It is exactly same like mid value we have in ZBrush. If we increase the scalar 0 value, the mid tone of our displacement map will be shifted forward. And it is also similar with the tweaking with mid-tone handle that we have in levels in any basic photo video editing software. So let's try using what we just talked about, and let's turn the scalar 0 value a little up. I will turn this value 0.5 for now. I think it will be good. See, did you notice? Let me just take a screenshot and let's compare them. See, a lot have changed. A lot has changed. It is not swollen like before. Notice the eye shape. You know what? Let's change this value to 0.6. Nothing significant, but I like this. So now let's move to the other category we have, subdivision. We will change its type from none to catalog, and we will change its iteration from 0 to 2 or 3. But what does it actually do? It is going to divide your mesh 3 times if we put the value 3. Suppose we have a polygon, so it is going to divide each polygon in this mesh like this 3 times. And I think going to the level 4 will be too much. At least for my computer, it will be too much. So let's just put the value 3 here. Did you see? So what did we actually just do? We just now divided our mesh in 3 times, but we also used our displacement map to its full potential. At least full potential according to my PC. Let's just compare before and after. Let me just take some screenshots. You see? You don't see yet. Let me show you. Let's focus on this part. This is before. Notice the depth. The lines are finer now. Or if you still didn't notice, let me show you the other part. Notice the cheek part. Did you see? The lines are much finer now. And meanwhile, let me adjust some lightings and its properties, basic properties, roughness and shit. So let me just show you a trick now on how to add infinite details, or how to add a linear layer of skin pores all over your mesh. What you need to do is to press tab and type AI cell noise, and you will have a node like this. Let's just connect its color to any property here. Any property will be fine, and I'll connect to base color just to see for now only. And I'll click this button right over here that says isolate, and it does exactly what it says. It isolates the node that we select. And now we are going to come up to its properties. Let me just put that material viewer aside, and we will change its type to alligator. Now do notice that how edgy they are. They're not too much edgy, but still they look like polygons. So to change that, we need to increase the number of octaves here. If you'll increase too much, they will turn into some random noise. This pattern will not look like pose. So I think value of 3 is fine. So let's change its scale value in all axes to 100. I think it's too much. 50 will be fine. Yep, that looks nice. So what we're going to do now is to merge these two maps and then connect it to displacement shader. As you can see, it does not have any alpha map, so we are going to connect the red channel into the displacement just for now, and we will disconnect the out color. Yep, that is exactly what we asked for, but that is not something that we need. So we will make this map darker by turning down this slider, and it is looking much better now. You can play with these values actually. You can choose your values according to your liking. So now it is time to merge them. To merge them, we will need an extra node here, and we will press tab and we will type AI composite. And as you can see that we do not have any alpha channel in AI cell noise node, so we will be using red channels only. We will expand these and we will connect red to red channels. So I'm gonna connect the red channel of my AI cell noise to AR, that is A red, and my displacement map to B red. And next we will change its operation to plus. Let's find plus. And on the other hand, instead of alpha, we will connect the red channel of the composite node to the displacement shader. And let's see the results now. See, it is mix of my displacement channel and my AI cell noise. But to be honest, I really think like that AI cell noise is working too much. I do not want that much of noise, so I'm going to make that darker. I'm going to make that AI cell noise color even more dark. Not very dark, just a little dark, little more dark. So let's bring the other maps into play, and we start with base color. We drag and drop the base color file, the tile number 1, and you just need to connect out color to base color. And you do not need to change anything in its property unless you are using UDIM workflow. And we will change its UV tiling mode to UDIM Mari and 9 tiles found. Doesn't it look nice? No, it not. It does not look nice. It is looking like a plastic right now, but we want to make it look like skin. So let's move ahead. Now I'm gonna bring normal map. We drag and drop the first tile of our normal map, and we press tab and type AI normal map, and we will select the AI normal map node. So what are we going to do? We're going to connect the out color to the input and the out value to the normal camera. And we will go to the properties of the file node, and we will do the exact same shit that we did before. UV tiling mode, we'll change it to UD Mari, and make sure the alpha is luminance is not checked because it is not an alpha file. And make sure to change its color space to raw because we still need the raw data. So now let's just hit the play button, and here is the result. And I honestly think the normal is working too much. I do not want that much of strength. So what I'm gonna do, I'm going to simply click on the normal node, normal map node, and we're going to turn its strength down. Yes, 0.5 works fine for me. If you want, you can turn this value all the way up. It's all up to you, how you want your art to look like. Do you see the difference? Let me just take screenshots. Yes, I like the 0.5. So let's keep it that way. So now it is time to introduce new player in the field, that is roughness map. Let's just drag the first tile of roughness map, and what we are going to do, we will turn its color space to raw and make sure alpha is luminance is checked because it is an alpha map, and we're going to connect the out alpha to the specular roughness. And do not forget to change its UV tiling mode to Udimari, as I almost did forget now. So now we have moved one step forward towards creating skin material, but to be honest, I feel like the skin looks too shiny. So there can be a couple of options, a couple of fixes to fix that. One is to create another node of AI color correct or AI range, where you can control its luminance and contrast according to you. But I feel like I do not have the need to use them. For now, I will just select the roughness map node and we will turn up the exposure a little bit, and we will be good to go. So let's just now compare before and after. And I personally think the exposure increased a little bit, works fine. So I will increase the exposure back to 0.174. So let's just move to the code property now. And before moving on, we need to have a little chat about what really code is. So what does it actually do? It creates a reflective coating on top of everything, on top of all other shading effects in Maya. And it comes into play when you want to create oily skin or wet skin, or if you want to show an object that is laminated, then you will need this coat. Suppose you want to create a sweaty skin, that means water on the top of the skin. Then what you'll need to do is to turn the IOR to 1.33, that is the IOR of water, and turn the roughness slider all the way down, and you just need to paint white where you want the effect to be in Substance or whatever software you like, and connect its alpha to weight, and that's all you need to do. So we have talked enough, and it's time to do it in actual. As for now, I haven't painted my court channel, but I'll extract it from my roughness map. And how I'm going to do, I'm going to press tab and type AI ramp float. AI ramp float, and I will connect the roughness alpha channel to its input, and I'm going to connect its out value to the coat. Now, if you look closely in the AI ramp float node, that its type is now currently set to V. V literally means vertical and U means horizontal, as of UV. So let's just change its type to custom. So now our roughness map is connected to the node of AI ramp float. Let's just isolate our AI ramp float node and click on this little arrow over here. It will open up the graph. So we have our graph here, and we are going to invert it. Let's turn the slider all the way up and the other point all the way down. And I'm going to use this graph to increase the contrast. I'll select the mid value and turn this map somewhat like this. Do notice that I haven't completely blacked out the black part. It is still gray. It still holds some value, as I want the coating effect on all over the skin, but I just want it more where it is white. So now we are done with the graph, and we will go to the IOR and roughness. And I will turn the roughness value a little down, and I'm going to select the IOR to 1.33, that is water, or you can select from the presets. I'm going to select the water. So I think it looks fine now. Yes, it looks fine. So Let's just move to our next property, that is subsurface scattering, that is scattering, or we call SSS. So what is this SSS? It it really means that how much light we allow to pass through the mesh. So let's start by importing a subsurface scattering map, the alpha map, tile number 1, and dragging and dropping it here. And so you must be thinking that I'll connect its alpha to the subsurface weight, but no, I'm going to connect its color just to see. And this is not how we do, just to isolate, just to show you how the map is. And this is how a subsurface scattering map looks. Don't forget to change its styling mode to UD-Mari. So now what I want is, I like this map, but I want it to be more dark on the mid, and I want it to be more bright on the ears. So what I'm gonna do, I'm going to color correct this map. Let's just press tab and type AI color correct. And let's just connect the out color into the input of the AI color correct. And as you know that it is a alpha map, so don't forget to change its color space to raw and check the alpha is luminance. So I'm going to connect the color here, and just to see for now. And so now I'm going to change its values, and I'm going to change its contrast. Let's just tweak the contrast pivot a little bit. I'm sorry, that is not called a little bit, but still, that is what I was looking for. And just don't forget to check the alpha is luminance, because it is a value map, it is an alpha map. And we connected this to the material just to see how it looks. And now we will disconnect it, and after that we will create another node, and we are going to press tab, and we'll start typing multiply divide. And you can see that we have 3 values over here, RGB, that represent the 3 colors, red, green, and blue. And in this case we want it to be red. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna type the value in the red channel somewhat near 200, and I'm going to leave the rest of the 2 values to 0. And this way I'm going to create an overall red color. And just after that, into the second input, I'm going to connect the base color. And you see, the base color is submerged into the red color. So we're basically creating blood. We want the subsurface scattering subsurface scattering color to be red, right? Because we have blood running in us, and that blood color is red. And after that, I'm going to press tab again and create another node. I'm going to type AI composite. I'm going to merge these 2 properties. First, we have our base color submerged into the red color, and on the other hand, we have our scattering map. So how we are going to use it? First, we are going to combine these 2 maps, and now we will connect the AI composite color channel to the AI subsurface radius. Why did I say AI subsurface? It is just subsurface radius. And after that, I'm going to connect the base color to the subsurface color, because the subsurface color must be the color of our skin, and the subsurface radius represents the blood. So this is how it looks like, but this is not how we want it to look like. So how do we want it? We want more bright on the ears and a little darker on the rest of the skin, right? So how are we going to achieve that? Yes, you guessed it right. We're going to add another AI color correct node in front of the AI composite. So what are we waiting for? Let's do it already. Press tab, type AI color correct, bring this node over here and connect its color to the input and its output to the subsurface radius. Now I'm going to change some values. I'm going to tweak some values and see how it goes, and this is how we exactly want it to be. So that's it. So what's next? What do we do next? As you can see, it is looking nice, but it is looking still like a plastic. So we turn this weight all the way to the up. You see how beautiful it is looking now? Let me just take a few screenshots. Not just few, let's just take 2 screenshots and compare them. Do you see the difference? After the subsurface, we are letting the light pass through it, but in a control amount. And this is how a plastic gets converted into a skin. So that was it for this video, and thank you so much for watching. And if you have any questions related to this video, you are all welcome to our Discord community. There you can show off your artwork, ask questions related to 3D, or have a general discussion related to 3D. Or if you are a wannabe 3D artist, then you're all welcome too. And do follow us on social medias. All the links are given in the description, and you can follow me on Zebra Central too. And until next video, see ya. Bye 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 bye.